Muy buena, chicos, les habla Tesul. El día de hoy vamos a ver las nuevas noticias que sacó Blizzard. La vamos a ver en directo, justamente acá, mientras que voy dando unos comentarios ahí de lo que me parece a mí la nueva información. Acá.
The War Within is now live, and while we can't wait for everyone to experience the upcoming endgame content, the train isn't stopping. Arriving on the PTR soon, the team will be testing a new anniversary event for World of Warcraft. Today we're here with Holly, Brett, and Leah to share more on what the live team has been cooking up. So Holly,
Yes.
let's talk anniversary.
Yeah.
Bueno, por lo que estoy viendo el video, es del nuevo aniversario de World of Warcraft. Vienen siendo 20 años de World of Warcraft. Si no me equivoco, son 30 años de War como tal.
I mean, 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft, 30th for Warcraft,
30
and
años de
10th for
Warcraft.
Hearthstone.
Yeah.
What an amazing journey. And to be leading into it this year, you know, our commitment to make the game feel alive every single day that you log in, all the work we're doing to kick off the World Soul Saga. So excited that War Within is launched and everyone's in it now and part of this world story. And we're going to see where it's going. We're not stopping. So anniversary is coming up and we've got some good friends here to talk about what's coming.
With such a big milestone for the game, how did you approach this year's anniversary?
It's a great question. Last fall, even, I started to look into what kind of event we wanted to do. We've had various events in the past. For the 15th, we did that really epic raid. So I did some ideas, and it really became a patch. We sat down, we did a huge brainstorm with the live team, and then we started to pick the top ones and see what we could do to cover all of our different player segments. So it was really a fun experience to flesh out all these cool ideas.
What was at the top of that list?
By far the top one, everybody remembers Blackrock Depths really fondly. And so we So yeah, everybody really, really wanted to do something with Blackrock Depths. And so as we looked at all of these features, we really wanted to make them new and innovative, but also harken back. So we are going to be bringing Blackrock Depths as a 10 to 15 player raid. We're really excited. We have 8 main bosses, 5 mini bosses. And basically we'll have LFR. We have 8 main bosses, 5 mini bosses, and basically we'll have LFR, normal, and heroic difficulties.
I remember
Banda
Black Ops,
normal,
I was there with my
heroica.
hunter, just farming that gladiator's
Banda
chainmail
normal y
over
heroica.
and over and over again.
Oh, it's random too, so you didn't have a chance always.
It took forever, so I'm excited to go back in there and hopefully get my revenge.
I remember going there and dying. So, you know, if anyone wants to carry me in a heroic, just ring me up.
What other features are there going to be in the anniversary event?
Yeah, so we really wanted to do an outdoor experience to sort of revisit the Gates of Ancraj opening. And who better to take us on this adventure than Chromie?
Oh, no.
So Chromie has this codex that she uses to safely display the past. And well, you can expect there's going to be some crazy time things happening with that. So we're going to have enemies popping up that should not be there within Silithus, like the Scourge, the Legion, Karaji, and we're going to see some familiar names like Tichondrius, Assyrian, and Kel'Thuzad.
O sea, vamos a estar en clase, en Silithus específicamente. O sea, van a modificar Silithus me imagino que es para el evento solamente. O cómo irán a hacer, no sabemos. Vamos a ver.
Kel'Thuzad again. Oh man.
It's shaping up to be a really cool experience. Players will get to queue in whenever they want. They'll get put together with other players and get to go through this kind of epic fixing of the past.
Vamos a reparar el pasado. Otra vez.
Yeah.
I was going to say timey-wimey. Speaking of the past, is there anything else that we'll be revisiting?
So we've heard the community loud and clear. We know that time walking is very popular. So the team has put together some incredible time walking dungeons.
And some of you may be thinking BFA, but that's not quite yet. We're actually going back in time to fill in one of
O sea, quieren regresar a Batalla por Acero también en el pasado. O sea, van a ir agregando, por lo que están diciendo ellos aquí, van a ir agregando con Chromie todas las expansiones anteriores.
the areas that we have not hit yet, and that is the original dungeons. So we're going to be bringing Dead Mines, Sulfurak, Dire Maul, and Stratholme. So there'll be 2 Dire Maul wings and the 2 Stratholme wings. They'll be introduced with 20th, but they'll continue into the regular rotation afterwards. A couple other things that we're going to change with time walking. We're going to allow players from 10 and up to do it. So a lot of
Los
those people that-
cronoviajes ahora vienen a partir del nivel 10. Recuérdense que ahorita actualmente debemos llegar al nivel 20 o 30, si no me equivoco, para poder entrar al cronoviaje. No va a ser así, va a ser desde el nivel 10.
like to level, we'll have more opportunity there. And then we're all
O sea, que puedes crear una raza aliada y empezar a hacer cronoviajes de una vez. Perfecto. Eso me
also
parece bien.
realizing that a lot of people already have all of the items from the various vendors. So we are going to do a vendor refresh. And so you might see some new mounts and pets and transmogs show up on each of the vendors as we go through the different time walkings going forward.
So I can go to Dire Mall, get
¿Ustedes vieron eso que
and
acabamos?
more loot.
Ya va, vamos a echarlo hacia atrás.
The different time walking mounts and pets and
Ahí están
transmogs show up
los
on
motores
each
que
of
están
the
modificando,
vendors as we
pero
go through the
fíjense
different
ahí,
time walking.
esa es la entrada de caverna.
So I can go to Dire Mall,
Cavernas del tiempo que
get
modificaron.
loot and more loot and more loot.
Yeah, we're really excited for everybody to get a chance to go after the things they like. You know, if they enjoy doing the dungeon run or if they're looking for more of those old transmogs that haven't been available.
Yeah.
Is there still a chance for Baron Rivendare's charger to drop?
We may have a chance in time walking for that mount to actually. Yes.
O sea, lo vamos a poder
I
conseguir.
got that on my first kill.
Vaya,
though.
vaya.
Chance in time walking for that mount to.
Chance for Baron Rivendare's charger to drop?
La
may
montura
have
del
a,
letrero
a
del
chance of
varón
time
la
walking
vamos a
for
poder
that
conseguir con
mountain.
un cronoviaje. Okay.
I got that on my first kill, by the way.
Are you serious? You're that player?
That's the
Oh.
only one I
Oh
got
my
first
God,
try.
that's so awesome.
My lucky one was the Headless Horseman's one.
Oh,
I
wow.
I couldn't get the charger, but I ended up with that one. So.
It took me years to get that one.
So when I think about WoW's anniversary event, I always think about the Caverns of Time and the party there. Is there any changes to the celebration?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of changes. So you're used to going into the Caverns of Time to sort of experience the anniversary.
Fíjense, ¿ven?
But you're going to
Cambió toda la
notice right
entrada.
away that everything is right at the entrance, right outside. And there's all kinds of activities there for people to do. We have a mini trial of style kind of event called Fashion Frenzy, where you're going
Estilo de
to have
moda.
like different themes to dress up to and vote on your favorite transmogs. We have a storyteller, Lorewalker Cho, is going to tell a few different
tener una
stories,
pregunta.
and you get to participate in the audience. We also have Mount Mania, which is a fun game where you're going to get to kind of show off your mount collection.
That's a perfect one for you.
I love mounts. I love showing off my mounts. I'm really excited for that. There's a lot of different things for you to just explore outside of the activities. We have an ice rink. So you're going to be able to just slide around
Está nice.
in scenarios. We have a pet corner where you're going to be able to turn into your pet. We have costumes. You
puede
can
transformar en
cosplay
mascota.
as heroes and villains from the past.
Vas a poder
You can run
transformarse
around and
de
like scream different
héroes o
voice lines at
villanos.
people, which is a lot of fun.
My favorite's Illidan. You'd be like, you're not prepared.
And other things to help out the visitors within the Caverns of Time.
Oh, so like Secrets of Azeroth?
Yeah, it's like a
Nice.
Secrets of Azeroth sequel,
I
basically.
love that. I had so much fun with that. Is Corpse Revenge, the PvP brawl, coming back?
Yes, so Corax returns. We'll have that during the whole event. We actually moved the vendors for the new hub. We also have the 3 world bosses returning, the
Okay,
Bull Dragon, then we have Azragos and Kazakh as well. Plus, we have 2 new Gatecratchers. Chaw of Anger is going to show up,
Madre-
and
Madre
so with
Ira.
Arkvon and Stonewalker.
Yeah,
They'll both be out in Tanaris as well, similar to where Doomwalker is.
With so many new activities this year, are there new rewards?
Of course, as we looked at the marquee reward for this event, we've come up with a cool riff on
montura del
the Phoenix
Fénix.
mount.
Me
So
gusta.
basically, Ashes of Valar was a really good one
Está
back in the
chida.
day that we really thought was iconic. And so we've iterated on it. And now we have this blue Cold Flame Tempest mount.
bonita.
It's got
Tiene
armor on it.
escudo,
And
armadura.
one of the cool things we
Se
were
ve
able to
bien.
do is here at Blizzard, we have service rewards. So as you're here a few years, you'll get a sword and a shield. So we use that as our basis to do the armor on that mount. And we enjoyed it so much. And the artists,
Okay.
they actually
Él está diciendo que se basaron por el escudo y la espada que dan al tener varios años trabajando con Blizzard. O sea, son recompensas que le dan solamente a sus empleados que tienen muchos años trabajando con ellos.
spent one of their hackathons making our service rewards in the game. So you'll be able to collect through the 20th the sword,
Podremos
shield, crown
coleccionar
we have,
el
even have a
escudo, la
ring toy
espada
that we're
y
going to
el
have
casco
players able
y
to
el
get.
anillo.
Kind of iconic to have essentially a World of Warcraft team
Un equipo
member
de transfiguración.
transmog.
Yeah,
Essentially.
Me gusta.
yeah. We
We have to get suits of armor added as one of our rewards.
30 years, right? We haven't picked a 30-year service reward yet.
We also have a balloon toy, which is really cool. And my favorite is the baby Dreadlord pet.
Vamos a tener
So
mascotas.
I'm excited to go to the
Bebé.
hub and become my baby Dreadlord pet and run around in the area as that.
What's your little sword?
Oh yeah. One of our artists, Mott, he was able to put together the sword like Kazakh has, but in baby form. So it's really cool that it fits really well.
It's like a butter knife.
So cute.
Cuchillo.
Are there any rewards for the Warcraft 30th anniversary?
Yeah, so we have some faction crests, which are going to be back pieces for each of the 4 Warcraft 3 factions, which is Orc, Human,
A ver,
Night Elf,
capas.
and Scourge. And these are going to be coming in the November
Para
trading
4
post.
razas diferentes. Orco,
How will players get these
humano,
full rewards?
It's a great question. We are going to be introducing a new currency this year. Players will be able to collect it from our weekly quests that we'll have for each of our features.
Ok,
And
tenemos
then we
moneda
also
nueva.
are making sure that if you're really into the Season 1 content, you can still do those weekly quests and the weekly activities to collect the tokens there as well. You're going to get a lot of tokens, and you'll need them because we do have one other big reward. As we started to think about this, we talked with our artists, and everybody really agreed we needed to really go iconic. And we looked back at our Tier 2 sets. So we ended up
conjunto de
making
Tier
all
2.
of the Tier 2 sets modern with the new modeling, the new VFX. I can't wait to see people walking around in the Judgment armor.
What about the
Con toda la
classes, though, that
visualización y
weren't
todo.
available when Tier 2 came out?
As a good point, you know, we didn't have monks back then, but we didn't have evokers back then. But we did have a dragon, and they wore armor. And so we really looked at NPCs that were at that period of time.
Yeah,
So
but hicieron para
Nefarian was our
evocadores de una
model
vez.
for doing the evoker set. We looked at also like other iconic NPCs that existed back in the day. And so each of the new classes do have their own sets. So
Cazador de
all
demonios que tampoco
13
había
classes
en
will have
aquella
a Tier
temporada
2
y
upres
monje.
set.
Uy, pero la de monje
Speaking
está
of
muy chida.
classes, there's some cool changes coming.
Yes, I'm so excited for Drakthir to finally get more classes.
Más
So you
clases
can
para el
expect to see
Drakthir. Se
16
sabía que iban a
classes of
meter
them. We have
cazador,
Hunter, Rogue,
pícaro,
Priest, Mage,
mago,
Warrior,
sacerdote,
and Warlock.
brujo, guerrero.
And we're also getting a new skywriting talent, which is called Squadrons, where you're going to be able to have 2 Drakthir companions flying alongside you in like a
Vas a
formation.
llevar,
which is so
vas a
cool.
poder
Oh my
hacer
God,
algo llamado
Drakthir's
escuadrón.
gonna be
Vas
like
a poder
Top
llevar
Gun.
dos Draken
It's so
contigo.
cool.
Gotta reserve
Ya,
my
me
goose.
imagino que llevan un escuadrón y van los
You guys
dos
are reserving
volando.
now?
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any other class changes coming?
Yes, we've heard loud and clear from the shamans. They're ready for something new, and we are ready to deliver. We have brand new Ascendance forms. They really are cool looking. They match each of the elements that shamans use.
Nueva forma de
They
ascenso
look
para los
amazing.
chamanes.
Really
No me
do.
emociono mucho porque no
This
soy chamán.
update sounds so amazing. Before we
Lastimosamente,
go, is there
nunca
any
aprendí
other
a jugar
additional
con chamán.
details we should tell players?
Yes, one of the things we really want to call out is in the past, these events have been 3 to 4 weeks around the anniversary, but this
Siempre
time,
durante 3 y
this
4
is the
semanas.
patch. The entire 1105 patch is really dedicated to the 20th anniversary. It'll go for
Ok. Me imagino que esto viene siendo, como dice él, va a ser todo el parche 10.5.
2 months. We have a lot of time for everybody to get into these features,
Para que
experience
tengamos
them,
más
play as much
tiempo
as they
de
want, and
juntar los
work towards
13
those
conjuntos y
13
todo.
sets.
Yeah, and
Bien, me
even though we
parece
just launched The War Within, this PTR is coming very, very soon. So keep a lookout
Llegará
for the
por
news on when
PPR.
that's coming to you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about the 20th anniversary with me. And I can't wait to celebrate the 20th anniversary with you in game. See you next time.
Bueno, chicos, como pudieron ver ahí el video, vienen cosas nuevas para este aniversario de War. Aparte de eso, yo tengo una noticia por ahí. Regresan lo que es el Remi. No han dicho de cuál Remi viene. Me gustaría mucho, como lo dije, que fuera Legión. Me gusta la expansión de Legión, me gustó mucho. Y me gustaría que fuera Legión, pero no han dicho. Puede ser cualquiera de las expansiones anteriores, en realidad. Pero ya se sabe que viene. Y ojalá sea como yo pienso, que van a hacer todo en toda la cuarta temporada de cada expansión van a sacar un Remi. Para poder, los que sean nuevos, conseguir las transfiguraciones, monturas del pasado, de las expansiones anteriores, que no han podido conseguir. Aunque, por un lado, no me gusta mucho porque muchos como yo, que tenemos años jugando War, porque tengo bastantes años jugando War, se han quemado mucho para las pestañas para conseguir lo que son transfiguraciones, lo que son monturas, mascotas de duelo. Cuestan mucho conseguirlas y en aquel entonces costaba más y ya prácticamente las van a regalar. Pero sí me gusta mucho los remix. Me gustó mucho el de Pandaria. Habían unas que otras monturas que no tenías y todavía hay otras que no tengo porque no las vendían y no las logré sacar. Pero en cualquier momento voy y las saco. Hay logros que solamente eran de remix y era mucho más fácil para conseguir monturas y eso. Bueno chicos, esto ha sido todo el video. Espero que les guste.